Hi y'all, this is Daisycakes. Look at the URL on my Dropbox. I don't know what to do with this. Everyone seems to think that my brother or my mother-in-law are paying these people to harass me. And I don't even know what to think. And I don't know how to see. Watch here, let's see. Stop it. Oh my god. Sorry, I think it's not gonna work, and I keep clicking on it. It's so funny. Okay, so this is crazy, y'all. I'm so upset. I don't get upset like visibly, like emotionally or verbally, but I am upset, y'all. I'm really upset. I can't believe this. Y'all, I should have tons of stuff from the past 10 days, 12 days in here. What is the matter with these people? I don't understand the scrolling that's happening here either. Let me turn it this way. Isn't this crazy? You can see how choppy it is. And see, it just changed it again. What is wrong with this thing? Do you see the URL? It's a nightmare. And it has nothing to do with people on Facebook. My kids lie all the time, unfortunately. Ever since I found those drugs in their room, they've just been very difficult, but that's okay. I mean, I understand that kids go through things and stuff. I don't understand why my mother-in-law and my brother would want to be so, knee deep in my stuff. It's crazy. And I've been backing up my photos for 12 days now. So let's see if it shows here. Stop it, Norbert, honey. There you go. Sorry. And see, these are the most recent photos. They did back up my photos. But they deleted a whole bunch of stuff. Isn't that weird? Look at the top. See how it says personal? What is that garbage? Is that garbage? It sounds like they have a personal vendetta against me, but I have never even had conversations with these people. I've never sought out a relationship with them. I don't know what's wrong with them. Even my kids, I have happily left them, I haven't even bothered them since 2021, basically. And look at this. There's nothing. They don't use official ways of doing things, so there's no, I don't know what to do. Like, what is wrong with them? And then look at this here. It's really awful. And it has no basis in reality. Everything that they talk about are deep fakes. And when I talk about real things, they try to get in and delete them. Look at this. This is him canceling uploads on my things. What is that mess? Why would someone do that? What is the matter with these people? I can't help the fact that my ex-husband has issues. Okay, I didn't give him those issues. The people that gave him those issues are the ones that are so angry with me. And there's no need to be angry with me. I haven't talked about them to anyone yet at all. And I won't unless I have to protect myself. Because this is crazy. And look, the only people watching me is me. And I haven't been watching myself 899 times. So something's wrong with this as well. I don't even know what Creator Studio is. I don't know what Discord is. I mean, I know what Discord is, but I've never used it. And Android GM, I don't know what that is either. It seems like someone's trying to blacklist me with people. But it just makes no sense. Because it's obviously true. I document everything that happens as it happens. And more importantly, this here, this is very interesting. This isn't showing. This isn't showing up anywhere. This is my email up here. It says files from Dropbox, KEW424551 at gmail.com. But none of this is on my device. And yet I was just scrolling through it a second ago. Remember, he's doing this like all by himself. He seems to think that I'm supposed to be wrecked by people. And this never shows any deleted files here. That weird. And see, this is 1/6/99. It's another date that means something to him that comes up a lot. I have no idea what day that is. This guy's so flippin' crazy. So this isn't random malware. Let's see. Where is it? Whenever something pops up that keeps repeating, I have to write down so I remember it. Because I don't know. But maybe somebody out there knows what that means. Because I don't know. We lived in... we were living at my mom's house for a while. We lived in Round Rock. We were living in... Kyle, we bought my house right around then. We think we moved in right around then. But I thought we moved in February though. But maybe they bought their house around then. It's so sad. I don't know what's wrong with them. I've never wanted a relationship with any of these people. I mean, not with any of these people, but I've never sought out a relationship with any of the neighbor people. And see, when I look at my Dropbox, And if I look at my drive, it's not in there. That's why I document everything fast, is because it disappears. And look over here at the little icon next to my drive. I don't know why it looks like that and doesn't look like the regular rainbow one. That's just strange. And see, it doesn't show any activity. Maybe I deleted malware. Maybe this was malware. But I mean, it's been malware that I've had for a long time. Maybe it was a little APK removing the malware. Some of it is gone. The malware, I mean. See? I've been very careful to delete things. But I can't get anything to upload to my drive either. People are going to think I'm like a bad news Daisy, but I'm not. I'm really a positive, happy person. I just don't know where that particular thing went. And if I look here, I have 99% of my storage used, but none of it's downloaded. Let's see. And none of it says from Dropbox. See, it doesn't say from Dropbox. So this is the downstairs neighbor again, I think. I'm pretty sure, because C moved out. So unless I haven't searched the parking lot, I don't really do that usually. I'm not going to let him make me paranoid, but unless he's parked somewhere in someone's house or maybe sitting in the neighbor's downstairs. I don't see any Dropbox folder at all, and I haven't deleted any. So here, if you go here, and I hope your sliding thing looks like this, because mine, I always thought in 2023 things would look different, you know? Like it would be less sort of plain looking. So there, that's what I have there. Let's see, if you go down here, multiple users. I don't have multiple users on my device. If I go to my email, if I go to my, and I can't turn on sync. See, it doesn't let me turn on sync, which I think is crazy. But someone else might have sync on for it. No one else is logged into it though, but this device. So it'd have to be a clone device, which is crazy. I don't know why people would think that I don't like any different population. I do like different populations. Look. That's my neighbor, y'all. In 17 minutes, he downloaded my whole Dropbox. It doesn't make sense. What is wrong with him? That's C, y'all. On the phone. It says Linux, but it's the phone. Isn't that crazy? What am I gonna do? I don't know. I don't understand. Electronic rape is just such an awful thing. Why is he doing that to me? And why can't I ever sync this one? And why do I have to log in as an admin? Why is this thing logged in as an admin on my account? And if I remove it, then what it does is, I'll show you. What it does is I have to sign into my Dropbox all over again. See? So that guy, in retaliation for having to move, decided to rape me and take half of my information with him. But he doesn't have the right to my information at all. And the guy downstairs, instead of putting him farther away from me, the guy downstairs is probably letting him sit in his living room. So now he's even closer to me. Because he has no self-control over himself. Except for that I'm still alive. But he has physically attacked me. When I first moved in, I used to snore at night, and C would come in and turn me on my side when I was sleeping. And I would be too afraid to say anything to anybody. Because he's supposed to be the kind of guy that, retaliates against people physically, against your kids and your grandkids and stuff. And then when I moved in, they gave me a key, but they didn't change the key from the previous owners. So C had a key to my apartment without me knowing it. And nothing would ever go missing, so I didn't realize someone was coming in. But he came in one night, he came in and attacked me physically. And I started, thrashing around and kicking him, and he left. And I never said anything because I was, like I said, I just don't understand what's wrong with these people. Let's see, recent. So this is recent, right? Okay, so here. It should say if someone was trying to download them all. 38 images. It doesn't show anything downloading. It was trying to upload stuff from his device, I guess. I don't know. It's supposed to show you activity on your device. Here. I don't know why it's so slow. What does that mean? I don't see anything wrong going on here. They're going to try to make it seem like a virus, but a virus doesn't download your whole Dropbox. That's weird. So let's see. And where is it redirecting me to? See, he's convinced that this whole time I've been flirting with guys on Reddit in his mind, and that they have rejected me, and that somehow that means that he's like not alone. And so he makes so he's been like putting these things on my thing about being redirected and stuff. And I know it also means like, but this is brand new, right? Ever since one of the guys I was talking to went to court and got a restraining order against someone else. Okay. I haven't talked to him in 3 years. I haven't contacted him in any way, shape, or form in 3 years. So it wasn't me. But someone did steal my email. And I don't think they contacted him either. But right after that, I started getting these kinds of things. These sort of things about being redirected too many times. And I don't know if it's connected. But it was like that day, the very same day that happened. And it's continued ever since. And I haven't accessed any kind of weird websites or done anything, or downloaded anything off the internet, or done anything weird like that. See? And that guy and I were emailing each other before. But we're just, friends now. I wish there was a way to track a website to see. I already did this. One thing I like to do is to check here. But he's on my Chrome is the thing. Let's see what he was doing on my Chrome. Oh, see? He's on docsgoogle.com. Maybe that's where that stuff is. I'll check in a second. I don't use this. This isn't me. And this is something that the racists started way back in my old town. It used to show up on my device all the time. And it was something about me being a black teacher and not wanting black teachers in the schools. And so this used to show up all the time on my device. Very strange. See? And someone's watching my videos on Vimeo. I haven't accessed Vimeo. This is one of the weird websites from Walmart. Dwarf Discover. But I don't dislike pot, so I don't know what that is. I moved to Nacogdoches because of that, so I know I don't dislike it. I thought that would be a way to kind of have more access, because my whole life people have tried to keep me out of that market. I guess because I'm part black, I didn't know that. But the point is that that's one of the things that, and then this here, it's very strange, y'all. That's another one that always shows up from this guy. MakeTeachingCheesier.com. I don't know what that is. We'll see. I didn't go to corporate at Walmart. It's very strange. But remember, Walmart has a bunch of stuff against me because they think I'm the other guy. So they have tons of things, even though I spend nothing but money there. Look, prebid.nopots.net. I don't know what that is either. BAB Be a black? Is that what that means? 818. Blood something? Be a blood? 818 comes up a lot. It's also an area code. New York, right? There's something racist about New York, but the name New York, but I don't know what it means. This one, I don't know what that is. This is all on my router from this guy. These are all of the Zoom app things I tried to access to try to get it to work better, but it doesn't work very well for me. So this might be where the guy was at. So let's look and see that. I haven't looked there. What a nightmare. I mean, that's not okay to just, if you know that someone doesn't want you around and you move because you feel like they're getting closer to you and you might get in trouble, like they're closing in on your schemes and you might get in trouble, then they want you to do airdrops to some sort of Apple ID, which is on my device. I just have to, I don't want to put it out there, but it's on here. So let's see, because he accessed it from my phone. Okay. Did you see that up top? THS is true. I don't know what that means. That's some sort of weird schizophrenic communication from this guy to y'all. He's trying to tell you something. This is how he communicates with me. It's very confusing. I don't know what THS means. If HS is high school, because I only know education abbreviations pretty much. If HS is high school, I don't know what that would be. If T is a cross, because sometimes with this guy T means crosses. Oh, Christian. It could be. So HS, I'm not sure what that would be. But I try not to understand this guy because he just throws all these things at me all the time. Make teaching cheesier. It's like no one's trying to not make teaching cheesier. He's just obsessed for some reason. With me, evidently. Did you see that? Did you see the URL change? Let me turn it this way. What the hell is the matter with this guy? Watch the URL. That funny? What does that even mean? This guy is obsessed with me and losing his mind and trying to throw blame on me for stuff that these guys probably did themselves. Because I did not do, and I'm poor. I've been poor my whole life. So whatever this is, I don't even know. It's so funny. Okay, well, how do I not do that? I don't know what to do with these guys. I can't get them off of my stuff, and all I do is live here. He moved in and forced me to live. He wanted me to live right next to him so that he could use all my stuff. Well, I'm not trying to sound grumpy. But remember, I couldn't download the DoorDash app. I couldn't download Walmart app. I couldn't download, because I couldn't chat with my own drivers when they were delivering me stuff. I couldn't download WhatsApp until I started chatting on Reddit with contacts that they found to be valuable, because they were trying to get them to enroll in their clubs, and they wanted them to do, hello, what is happening? They wanted them to do all of these things, and so they wanted to use, they have really horrible coding because they've done really horrible things in the past, and they wanted to use my thing, so they set up one of their daughters on OnlyFans to follow me as Daisy Bell 2 on Reddit. I was Daisy Bell 1313, and they anyway, they set her up to be like a shadow person to me, so she would mirror everything I did and talk to all my contacts, and you can contact them directly. I know who they are, and they were trying to figure out what was going on because they wanted to chat with me, and they kept chatting with her instead, and the guy kept pushing and pushing and pushing them, and that may be who he got his restraining order against. I don't know, but it wasn't me, because I haven't had a restraining order out against me in any state anywhere for anything. It's a nightmare. And it doesn't show any computers syncing. So recent, it should show if it's mirroring somewhere. This is all, I don't know why it says me. Is that really me? Okay, well, I did do some of these, but I didn't download my whole Dropbox anywhere. And I don't even know where it would be. Oh, hey, let's see. So see, nothing is happening on that's what I'm trying to say, is that somehow this guy is invisible, but he is there. And I caught him just for a second. But I don't know, and I don't know why these don't open up. They should open up to be there. Isn't that crazy? And we don't know what it is that they're after. They have a girl that sounds just like me. That might be Daisy Bell too, the girl that keeps popping up in the stuff. She has like long honey brown hair and bigger eyes than me. And she is the daughter of C, and she used to live in, or the granddaughter maybe, and she used to live in my old town. It's very upsetting. She does OnlyFans now, which is not something that people should be put down for, but isn't, something I would necessarily want for my kids who may be doing OnlyFans as well. And it's very difficult because I don't want these people following me around. I didn't pay attention to them when I lived across the street from them, kitty cornered. It's so frustrating. Let's see if he's back. I was giving him time to log back in if he knows my password. But he doesn't. And see, let's see what it says. And he only logs in through Google Chrome. And my Google Chrome, whoops. You're going to get bored of listening to this, but it's nice to have y'all there, because otherwise I go through this by myself, and I've been going through this for years. I moved here in 2017, and I've been going through this with this guy. I didn't start using the internet until 2020 because I was using my phone, but he had also cloned my phone. So I didn't have anyone to tell about all this, because he threatens people a lot. And I am kind of nervous. That's why I keep telling my kids to be careful, because they also know him. And since they live so far away in Japan and stuff, they may not know. They may not know that he's not a good person, because when they would come here when they were in college, he would be very nice and like to them, to try to sort of, I don't know what he was trying to do. Like I said, I didn't pay attention to him. I would just notice out the window that he was, see, isn't that weird? I don't know what that means, but he would, and also this only happened because I got up and went to do something in my apartment that wasn't paying attention to him, to the stalking. I got up and I started picking up my floor, and I got some breakfast, and I washed some things, by hand, and hung them up to dry. And I took about 2 hours out of my life from stalking. Maybe not, maybe 30 minutes. But the bathroom sensors went off. And that means that he started downloading all my stuff like a vacuum. And I don't know what to do. Isn't that illegal? I mean, I've never given him permission. And I don't, and even though I put all of his information on the web, no one else has ever tried to access my account besides that one guy. And that could be my brother. And also, he seems to be gatekeeping me from the internet by erasing my tabs. Like here, look. Let's see. See, no tags. He erased all the tags on the videos. And sometimes he erases the videos. It doesn't make any sense. Here, let's see. These shorts should be pretty popular. I mean, people at least flip through them fairly frequently. So, not popular like you think popular, but more. Look, see? He erased all my tags. So, I don't even know how to explain to you how petty this guy is. He did that. This is about him. So I bet you he didn't erase the tags for this one. You see how weird my URLs are? There, see? I always have 15 tags on my things. So he's gatekeeping me by telling people not to watch, by deleting my tags, by deleting my videos, and by trying to rape my internet so that he knows what my videos in progress are. Isn't that crazy? And there's nothing, it seems, that anyone can do about it. No one does anything about it. And y'all, I'm not anything bad. I'm just me. Like I did everything you would want to do in your life. I went to school. I went to college. I went to graduate school. I had 2 kids. I was an army wife. I had 2 children. I was a stay-at-home mom for 5 years. Then I got divorced. I started public school teaching. I taught for 6 years until my kids acted up. I quit working. I was a stay-at-home mom for a year, went to work at a Christian bookstore, then went back to subbing. Then when they graduated, I moved here and worked in restaurants. And then coronavirus happened. And that's me. I haven't done anything bad at all. I spent 3 weeks in jail for not having my car registration because my brother, who doesn't like me, threw it in the trash because he was mad that my mom wanted me to live with them at home. And he was trying to keep me from moving home again. And so he was trying to keep me from getting on the highway to get there. And other than that, I mean, other than having kind of a nutty brother, which a lot of people have nutty brothers, that's the only thing. It's really weird. My brother tries to give me all of his coding. This guy wanted to give me all of his coding and take my SNAP benefits and do all these things. And when I said no, he was retaliating against me. But I don't know how to protect my internet and my information from this man who now should only have user access, but they probably haven't even changed the passwords on the server and things. So it's kind of crazy. But anyway, I'll leave this here because I don't want to pile on. Is there anything else I should say? Oh, let's see here. Oh, wait, I could do it on here. It's really upsetting. And see, I don't know what that means. P lie equals 1. What does that mean? Is P for penis? Is it for progress? Is it for, like, you never know with him. It could be an upside down B. He does that too because he's crazy and he's on psychiatric meds, but I don't know if he's taking them. It's really upsetting. So here's my photos. Let's see. I can't sort them with my app here on this thing. So, and I don't know all these pictures. I have never used the web interface. Let's see what it says. Okay, just making sure that he doesn't, and see, he made me up my storage by bloating it, so then he could double it and then take stuff out. Does that make sense? He bloated up my storage, so then it said get 200 gigabytes instead of 100. So I did that, and then immediately he started duplicating all of my stuff and then dumping it onto his stuff. And if you can find his device, you will find my stuff. He probably has a storage unit near my storage units. He probably, it's just de rigueur for these people to act this way. Like, there is no way to explain to you how like consistent their behavior is. There's probably a storage unit near my storage unit. There's probably a like a, what do you call it, like a server full of my information. There's probably numerous devices and hard drives. I have lost 6 emails since I started living here. So there's probably all of those emails. And no one is doing anything about it, which is weird. And I have reported it to the police. Okay. That's something. I did not. I don't know. I just can't. Sorry, I was trying to close the thingy, but I can't believe it. And then there's this. Isn't that weird? And that's just on these 2 days. That's when the only days that he logged into my thing are the only days I had problems with that. But I backed them all up to Dropbox before they were unsupported. Isn't that strange? And I tried opening them with VLC, and it's not. They don't open, but they were opening prior to the 5th, and the 4th is my AA birthday. And these people seem obsessed. My brother and these neighbors seem obsessed with my AA birthday. Obsessed. And the AA birthday is the same as the birthday of, coincidentally, the guy that I was talking on Reddit with, because I met him in 2004, and he's the guy that got the restraining order against someone totally different than me. And he got the restraining order on the 13th. and the 14th. But I don't think that really matters that much. I just happened to notice that. So, but you see all of this stuff happening on the 5th, and now it just changed dates. It doesn't say the 5th anymore. I don't know, should I delete these? Let me know what you think, because I don't know what this means. Or should I keep trying to process them with VLC or something? But anyway, he doesn't like me on YouTube, so he rendered these unusable. And probably that was because there wasn't enough storage, because he was duplicating all my stuff, like I said. And I've called him out for it every time. I don't think anyone's ordered any photos from me. Isn't that strange? They try to so hard to give you information about who does what. But it's never about the people actually stalking you, because they don't use those channels to stalk you with. So it's like they give you a false sense of security, thinking that they document all of the interactions people have with your account, but they don't. But anyway, this guy has a WhatsApp. This guy has all of these things. These neighbors, my old neighbor from my old town, the guy that used to live kitty corner across from him, these are the people that are trying to mess with me so much. And if this wasn't here, then what would it show? Let's see. And they also are those Texas exes guys that were against me because I did well in my divorce. And because their wives had trouble getting a job, and I walked into a job at my kid's school, which was also their kid's school, and the wife was a teacher. But she had to get a job in a neighboring district that's not as nice. So then when I left my teaching job, they made a huge deal about trying to blacklist me from that district, the one that his wife teaches in. But I didn't want to work there because it's not a very good district, and my kids were already in high school. So I just went and subbed at their high school, because that way I would keep abreast. I mean, they were living with me. I had full physical and legal custody, hell, like physical, mental, everything kind of custody, until they were out of my house at 18. So from when they were born, basically, because my ex-husband always worked like 60 hours a week or so. So I was basically in charge of raising them their whole lives. And so I didn't have any trouble getting a job with them, because they're both, not that their kids aren't great too, but I have a master's degree and I really worked hard at having a good reputation on paper. And that's why they went after me and tried to destroy it. And unfortunately, they found someone to help them in the form of my brother. And when it says hurry Walmart, I think they're trying to tell you that they're going to, well, I know that's a Black Friday thing, but you see the little W instead of the Walmart logo. So that's their crap again. And they're trying to tell you that they're probably going to have to delete their stuff, I bet. They have pictures of me. They have comments from delivery drivers. They have information about what I order. They have all those fake returns and duplicate item orders and all of that stuff there at Walmart. So cops and things, if you know how to access that information at Walmart, you can go access it. You have my emails. My old email was kew42455@gmail.com, and they also have that email, which is really upsetting. But anyway, that's what they're trying to sort of imply with all of this weird URL verbiage. So let's see if I can view this one. See, it wants me to delete my cookies. It's trying to force me to hide evidence of him being on my device. And he doesn't want you to see that either for some reason. And he seems to be kind of on my device right now, because I didn't close that window. See, it's being an ass right now. This is a stalker, Kay, also. Kay is kind of, she sees C as her father figure. She's the one that keeps turning off things when I'm recording and rendered those videos not able to process, and is trying to close this window while I'm looking at it, and I have no idea how she's doing all that, y'all. Anyway, you see I don't have any trouble using this website. I was using this website yesterday. And somehow it says UTM, which I don't understand what that means. Legal pot, maybe? I don't know. Anyway, they want you to know something. They're trying to send a message or something. I don't know what it is. But the stuff after the question mark always changes with these people. And it always means something, but I don't talk to them. So that's pretty much the only way they can get to me, which is really sad. Okay, so then here, if you look at this, it says all kinds of things. You see, this isn't a virus. This is actual malware that's installed on my device that I didn't have anything to do with. And see how it says ROUR, art? I don't know what that means. My mother-in-law is an artist. I had several paintings get stolen from my house in 2014, which I don't know why. I had an artist that lived across the street from me when I was little, and she painted bluebonnet paintings and paintings for my wedding that were really special to me that they stole. And it has literally, like, on the back of the painting, if you take the painting off the frame, the back of the painting has a handwritten letter inside the cloth paper backing of it to me. And my name is painted into the painting on both of the paintings, and they still stole them. It's very strange. It makes no sense. And it's because my ex-husband's house burned down, and they think if his house burned down, then I should have my stuff destroyed too. But I was living in Nacogdoches when that happened. I was here getting egg rolls from Peking when that happened. I don't have anything to do with it whatsoever, and they keep punishing me by trying to appropriate all of my things, even though I haven't done anything to lose all my things. I've always worked out payments with storage. I've always done everything I can to keep my stuff. And they just keep punishing me for something that I'm not even doing. I can't access this right now because you can't see my screen code. But no one has redirected me from this. And if I delete my cookies, I'm afraid that it'll show. Let's see. He's trying to erase his things that he's doing. So he wants me to clean it up for him, I think. I'm afraid. Let's see. So anyway, it seems like they're blocking me from Google somehow, which would be YouTube as well. So it's kind of scary. But I have a feeling this has more to do with my modem and my router, which were also controlled by him for a long time. I'm probably overestimating how interested y'all are in this kind of thing. But let's see. Okay, here. Well, they seem to have reset my settings on my router. Let's see how they did that. It's on the internet. Okay, so here somehow you should be able to see them logging onto my computer. I'm sorry my voice sounds so funny right now. I'm getting over a cold. It sounds like someone's squatting. Oh, maybe he's still living in his apartment and just not paying rent. He's also obsessed with CPS. I'm sure that means something for computers. But I think those neighbors reported me to CPS a lot, but nothing was ever done. They would just laugh because it was ridiculous. My kids were highly successful people, and they were just kind of crazy people, I guess. But they don't seem like it on the outside. You would think they were nice people if you met them. They kind of are sort of quiet crazy, I guess. Even though I don't like that word. But look, see? So it seems like they're kind of doing something. Look at the numbers. And I'm trying not to pay attention to the numbers because I don't like the way that they try to communicate with me. It makes me uncomfortable. But I can assure you that nothing that guy does is by accident. Although he's not the guy that used to communicate primarily through weird numbers and dates and things. That would be his son-in-law. Very strange. And his son-in-law created a Facebook page called El Patron Unico for me and used my old Facebook password and my phone number to set it up. Which means he had my phone cloned because you can't set up a Facebook page without being able to, put in the codes and stuff. So then he walked up. I was walking home from work because I don't have a car. So I'm very vulnerable to these people. And I was walking home from work and he walked up to me. This guy, the neighbor, kitty cornered across the street from me, wearing a black shirt, black jacket, driving a dark red, huge Dodge truck, and walked up to me and said, "Your Facebook, your password, your phone number." So I went home and I didn't even log into it for a year because I was so scared of what he was doing with it. Sorry, because I know that they tried to blacklist me from things. And I hadn't been on Facebook in a long time because my brother had stolen my passwords and my emails and stuff also. So then, oh yeah, so he has my passwords for things. Because this guy has such terrible coding. I think he has sex offender coding. And he can't, and animal abuse coding, and other kinds of coding that I can't mention. And he literally can't, his social media is unusable. Like his Hulu and his Netflix is so bad that it's unusable. He gave it to me, so I know. Because I had to use it for a long time for my Hulu and my Netflix. I didn't know that there was anything wrong with it. I thought oh, see? Did you see what happens when I type in stuff? Let's see. They may have even lied to me and told me that he moved just to see what I would do. And see, now they're setting off the fire alarm. God, that's so awful. Can you imagine doing that to someone? I have to remember what it is, so. The other thing he does is he always tries to make me do typos, but I mean, I don't know. I think that's probably some kind of thing on the keyboard. That is him setting off the Wi-Fi to try to interrupt the recording. It's Kay, his daughter figure person. I don't know why she doesn't have something to do on a Saturday, but it's very strange. At least that's usually who it is. I don't know if that's who it is right now. It's very strange. And y'all, all I did was try to do my best by my kids. I didn't even do anything special. I just didn't try to make them do anything crazy when they were little. And evidently that's what the problem they have with me. But that's all conjecture. I mean, I only know the actions the factual actions that they've taken. I don't know the reasons or the explanations or anything about them at all. You see, I have to wait for mine to show up, even though it's right next to me. That's because they're linking it through theirs. So mine is actually connected to one of these. See how it keeps showing up? Isn't that weird? And I didn't hide my SSID, I don't think, did I? Sometimes I do by accident. Let's see. Oh. You certainly do. But anyway, I don't have anything to do with the guys on Reddit right now because I got stalked so hard that they took over my Reddit, those guys, and they started communicating with those guys themselves. And I don't want to talk to I haven't had anything to do with them whatsoever. If they want to do business with these guys, that's their business. I don't really, until they started being horrible to me, I didn't really try to discourage people from doing business here. Now, usually if it's hidden, they won't let me connect. Is it big 5G? Sometimes, yeah. Okay, sometimes they make it a little 5G. Security. That probably means something to them too. They're probably trying to communicate something to y'all. But anyway, whenever my Wi-Fi goes off, they set off the fire alarm and it beeps for people so that someone can hear them. It's a scary thing, is that someone is so close to me that they hear that, and evidently, as far as I can conjecture, they're supposed to go and check their Wi-Fi. It happens every time I reset my Wi-Fi or my modem, but it happens at other times of day too, usually when I'm recording something. But if I'm not recording something or resetting my Wi-Fi, my smoke alarm never goes off. So, but I don't think it's connected to that. I'm just saying it's also odd. It's odd in addition. It could be that there's some sort of bad wiring in the walls. And so when someone's using something for, like, if there's heavy usage of the electricity, maybe it kind of has an intermittent fault that sets off a fire alarm. I mean, I guess that's possible. I try not to be paranoid, so I mean, I'm not paranoid, but I have to hard reset my router. Oh, and the other thing that they do is they come in and they try to break the antenna off of the router so that it doesn't have direction to it. So it's omnidirectional, which is kind of strange. Because the plastic covers keep the Wi-Fi kind of closer to my apartment. And that's also why they tore a hole in my outlet behind my bed. I guess. Probably cable. So bizarre. But even that would be hard to believe because that's through that box over there and there's no split or anything. It doesn't want to reset right now. Okay. Anyway, thank you for listening. I'm going to go ahead and reset my router, but still, it didn't show any kind of signs of being interfered with. It was probably more through nearby share than that, because that's how close they are to me, y'all. And it's possible that he got fired from here. Not that he wasn't working here. But see, I keep turning that off and they keep turning it back on. It's very, like, they come on with a purpose and they just sort of connect and vacuum up all of the information before you even know that they're there, because it's always when my bathroom sensors go off. Or they can hear water running and they know that I'm taking a shower or cooking or whatever. Then they start trying to get on my Wi-Fi. Otherwise, they don't. It should reconnect automatically here. But anyway, I'm very good with Wi-Fi. Like, I have everything turned off. I turn off everything you're supposed to turn off. And I've had professionals come here and try to help me connect everything so that they can't get into it. And they always break into it when I'm gone paying the rent. Anyway. And that's what the iPhone cord was. So y'all, it's all the information about this guy is out there. You can drive over here and get his picture, get his car. You can find his devices. Like, the police have free access to all of these things. For some reason, they seem to think that normal people can like, it's like a door. They seem to think that I have my door open and that that's why this is happening, my electronic door. But I don't, y'all. I have begged and begged and begged to be secure as possible. And I change my router passwords 4 or 5 times a day. And I change my modem passwords at least every 3 days or so. And there's something wrong with this man, that he doesn't understand personal limitations or self-control. Like, if he wants to know something and he doesn't have that information about me, then that's just too bad. You know, I don't have to give him information just because he's curious about me. He can watch it on YouTube for free, just like everybody else. That's why I did that, was so he could watch it for free. So anyway, thank you for listening. I hope you like and subscribe. I'm sorry I sound like a whiner. And I'm trying to be positive about things because these are, good developments. The more angry he gets, the more angry he gets, and those relatives around him, evidently, the more likely it is that he'll do something that will land him in jail or prison. But I doubt it. It's just sad, though. I don't know how to explain it. If I didn't live here, I could live 100 places. I could do 1,000 things. I have many options. My life has given me those options, which is nice. My kids could live 1,000 places and do 1,000,000 things. And some people just don't have that, right? But most of them don't get angry about it. That's the problem as a special ed teacher, is you can literally be stalked and harassed by your students and your parents and your former coworkers. You can be harassed by your neighbors. It's like being an abortion doctor almost. And some of these people do provide abortions to people, and they should know better than to harass someone like this. It's really sad. I'm not saying this guy does, but I'm saying that a lot of these people in the past have, and they should know better than to come after me, because they know what that life's like and they're trying to pass it on to me. And they don't need to pile on with me, because I tried to raise my kids to be successful, and to do that you have to deny yourself a lot of things, usually, unless you have a huge amount of influence or resources. If you're just a middle class person, then you have to live a pretty good life if you want your kids to be successful, or even just possible to have good experiences in life. And it's hard. At least one person in the family has to do that. The other people can do whatever they want, it seems like. But usually the mom figure has to kind of be someone that people can look up to. And it's really difficult. And I can't keep being punished because I made that choice to be that person for my family. It's not fair. I don't want to sound like that woman, but I just don't believe that you should punish people for making the right choices, because that's all I've ever done is make the right choices. And he could hurt or kill my children. I could wake up tomorrow and something awful could have happened to them because of all this, because of the police not doing anything about it, because of this. So I'm saying that even if my kids died tomorrow, or I got hit by a truck tomorrow, or forced off the road, which has happened before, or any number of things here in Nacogdoches, then I still would have lived a great life, And whatever their lives are, they would have lived also. And hopefully those are great too. But if they would stop pestering me, their life would probably be a lot better. So I don't know what to think. It's just sad because I've never hated anybody. So I don't know what drives these people. It's not racism though. They just kind of they get resources from racist people. So they cover up the fact that it's a personal vendetta that they have against me with all of these resources that white supremacists have. No offense, because I'm not trying to offend anybody, but they do. They have a lot of money to throw at people that want to do these things. But it's actually a personal vendetta against an unreasonable and irrational, from an unreasonable, irrational person against me, who's just living here. And I have much proof of it. But anyway, and they're trying to see what that proof is. But it's not really their business. Their business is, if they didn't mess with people, they wouldn't have to worry about what people know about them. It just feeds into their paranoia. I'm not paranoid about what people know about me. There's nothing I've done that I wouldn't put on the front page of the paper. Everything else is a deep fake bunch of garbage. And hopefully my kids feel the same way. But anyway, I'm going to sign off here because evidently the apartment's getting restless. And I'll talk to you later. I think they want someone to make a movie out of my life, because then that would bring them attention. But I don't know. I don't know where this is going to end. I could end up face up in a field somewhere. But just remember that I did my best to live a good life. And that I really have enjoyed myself. And that I never gave these guys any attention. And I never would. I don't even really know. I haven't even had more than 2 conversations with them my whole life. Each of the 3. It's crazy, y'all. Anyway, have a good day.